So you guys have had a chance to scrimmage a couple times this week, offense, defense, half scrimmage today. What are your thoughts on how this offense is kind of progressing?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to take the next step, really focusing on this practice, this period, and kind of just trying to get better every day. I think we're starting to build a lot of chemistry with having other guys out there and everybody playing together. And I think the best part about being here, I think, is just the competition. It's been super competitive this spring. I think the defense, coming off the year they had last year, I think motivated us. We got to be better to help them out, and then kind of just iron sharpening iron. So I think that's the biggest thing.
How much better does Cade look to you? Is there a difference in him and how his approach is, how he's doing things?
Yeah, no, Cade's great. He just feels more mature, more comfortable back there. He's really doing a good job taking command of everybody. Took another step leadership-wise, I think. Just being more vocal, just being a better leader overall, and kind of just taking guys under his wing and leading us there. So he's doing a good job.
I know there's several things he said he wanted to get better at, pocket presence, things of that nature. Are you seeing those in practice? That kind of.
Yeah, 100%. No, I think he's taken a huge jump, even just from the last game of the season until now. Really just mentally and pre-snap, and then adjusting to a post-snap. And I think he's been doing a great job this spring. And then we're just trying to get some playmakers on the back end and make plays for him. So it's been going good.
Can you give a sense of just how different it is this spring with the available guys on the outside, what you alluded to, compared to a year ago?
Yeah, no, definitely. Last spring we had a bunch of guys out for different reasons, injuries and whatnot. But I think this spring, kind of just being able to build chemistry, build cohesion with guys that are going to be running out there first, guys that are going to be having significant time for us. I think just playing together, getting a feel for where each other are going to be in routes, kind of just being able to get practice making those plays, I think it's been really good for us this spring.
You don't get to watch them during the game, but the offensive line, have you seen a difference?
Yeah, no, those guys are hungry. That's, I'd say, the biggest thing. Just walking throughout the locker room, even just after practice, just those guys and Coach Luke, I think he's brought a different sense of urgency and kind of a different style of leadership kind of to that room. And I think those guys have just bought into him, bought into his philosophy, and kind of just take off from there. So I think just even what I've noticed, just those guys are intense. Those guys I feel like are super hungry. I feel like after practice, those guys are eager to go upstairs and watch the film and learn what went wrong or what went well and kind of just figure out how to get better from there. So I'm fired up for what I've seen so far, and I'm excited what they can do this year.
From your perspective of the playmakers, who's made some plays other than yourself out there that you see?
I would say Wesco, he's doing a really good job just being a young guy learning. I know he's drowned in information, but he's been a good job stepping up, making some plays. Chase Bird's made some plays. Tone, we know what he can do. He's made a lot of plays this spring. Cole stepping up, making plays. Troy, he's consistent, making plays. So I think Adam was making plays, and then he got hurt for a little bit, but we know what he can do. So I think just everybody stepping up and kind of just being themselves. And then you know what we got in the run game. So I think there's not really – you got to kind of pick your poison with what we got. So I think we just take off from there and continue to get better.
What's one word to describe the tight end room with you, yourself, and the rest of the guys behind you?
I would say elite. I think we got the best tight end room in the country. I think we got guys from top to bottom that can go out there and play and make a difference. So I would just say we're elite. I think my goal for this season is to have the best tight end room in the country, and I think just me being the oldest guy in there and having the most experience, I think my job, especially now during the spring, just kind of sharing knowledge, sharing what I've learned, and kind of just trying to better them myself. So whatever we can do to be the best is what we're going to do. So.
What have you seen from Brian Wesco in a short time he's been here?
Yeah, no, he's been great. He came in January. We had a bunch of like pre-spring workouts and like throwing sessions and stuff, and he was always there, just being a consistent guy, just always showing up. Ever since practice started, he's a freak. He just goes out there and makes plays, great ball skills, take the top off the defense, and I think that's going to be a big thing that we'll need to help our offense explode next year. So I think he'll be a big piece.
I guess you weren't able to see a lot of Vizino last fall, just given that he was down in the pecking order in terms of scrimmage and stuff like that. Have you seen since December, I guess, when his role was elevated from then to now, what sort of have you seen out of him?
On who?
I'm sorry, Vizino.
Oh, CB? Yeah, no, definitely. CB's great. He's definitely last year just kind of learning, first year kind of just learning the offense, and then getting thrown into the fire, having to be that number 2 for us. So I think just seeing him step up and make plays and practice, kind of just identifying stuff pre-snap and kind of just letting the game slow down for him. So I think the biggest thing was just all mental for him, just watching the game really slow down. And then today, some of the throws he was making today, I think were great throws, and he's just going to keep getting better.
What do you think kept y'all from having explosive downfield passing game last year?
I think last year most of the time we just couldn't get out of our own way. I think a lot of it was a weird year for us, but I think we were 15th in the nation again first downs. So we had no problem moving the ball, but I think last in red zone scoring. I think sometimes we would just trip over ourselves and get out of our own way. So I think that's the biggest focus for this spring has just been being able to finish drives and finish the job essentially, and kind of just move the ball at a high tempo and then put it in the end zone ultimately.
Going back to some of the scrimmages this week, we've heard for more than a few years now, the defense wins the day most of the time. But have you seen this spring the offense beginning to win a little bit more of a share of the battle?
Yeah, no, today, even just a scrimmage we just finished up, we had a great day. I think we won every situation except one of them. So we were putting the ball in the end zone, finishing drives, and kind of just having guys step up and making plays down the field. So, it was really exciting, especially for me, just being here this was going into my fourth season, kind of just seeing the evolution of everybody and kind of just watching Cade really step up and make good plays for us. I think it's been really good.
Does this have the potential, we can't say it yet, but the potential to be the best offense since you've been here?
100%. I think the best is always yet to come. So I think if we do what we're capable of doing, and everybody just buys in, stays committed, and keeps doing what they're doing, I think we got a shot to do it.
Any more questions?
Thanks, sir.